Hi, my name is Nur Amni Adabia, and here are my group members: Sophia Loni, Nur Saleha Sahamin, and also Nur Shazwani.
Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkst thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep which but thy pictures be, much pleasure then from thee much more must flow. And soon as our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and soul's delivery, thou art slave to fate, chance, kings and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well, and better than thy stroke why swell'st thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die.
John Donne was born on January 22nd, 1572 and died on March 31st, 1631. Donne is known as the first and greatest of metaphysical poets. Death Be Not Proud is one of the best poems John Donne has written. It was written between February and August 1609 and was published in 1633. The title of the poem comes from its first line. Donne highlights his Christian belief, taking reference from Bible Corinthians 15:26, where Paul writes, "The final enemy to be destroyed is death."
The Petrarchan sonnet has 14 lines and a rhyme scheme that goes A B B A B B A, and its last 6 points are C D D C A A. The last two lines don't seem to rhyme well, eternally and die. You have to pronounce it eternally to make the rhyme works, to which eternally symbolizes laying eternally, meaning death.
In Death Be Not Proud, John Donne uses metaphor, personification, and irony to illustrate his mockery against the idea of the fearsome death.
Death is given the human qualities of being proud, mighty, and dreadful. Death is given the human qualities of dying to show that it is not as powerful as it seems to be. Death Be Not Proud undermines the power of death and tells people that dying is not painful by comparing it to sleeping and resting. Metaphor is used to mock the idea of death and compare it to a slave bound to the rules of fate, chance, kings, and desperate men.
Through personifying death, Donne also underlines the irony of mortality. That being said, if there is eternal life after one dies as believed in Christianity, death is not only powerless but also something not to fear. Donne highlights this irony and subsequently ridicules the persona of death.
Donne uses personification, metaphor, and irony in Death Be Not Proud to convey the message that humans should not fear death. Facing death leads to the Christian eternity in the afterlife where death will cease to exist. It highlights the notion that death is not as fearsome as what humans usually think it to be.